Hey bro, be honest. You still think about her, don't you? Maybe not all the time, but enough to feel it. A random song, a name that sounds like hers. That quiet moment before you sleep, when your mind goes where it shouldn't. You thought you were done. You even told yourself, I've moved on. But then she shows up again. Not in person, just in thought. And you wonder, why does she still live up there when she's been gone for so long? You're not weak, you're just human. The mind doesn't forget what the heart once made home. So tonight, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how to stop thinking about someone, even when a part of you still misses them. It's not her you miss, it's how she made you feel. Here's the truth. You don't actually miss her. You miss the feeling, the excitement when her name popped up on your screen, the calm you felt when she smiled, the validation when she laughed at something you said. She made you feel wanted, seen, alive, even if just for a moment. And when that's gone, your mind tries to recreate it by replaying the same moments over and over. But what you're chasing isn't her. It's a version of yourself that existed when she was around. That version felt special, connected, hopeful. You can feel that way again, but not by going back to her, by going back to you, because it was never her presence that made you whole. It was your heart, finally awake, reminded that it could still feel. That's what you miss, the feeling of being alive. Your mind is addicted to her memory. Let's call it what it is, an addiction. You think about her not because you want to, but because your brain got used to her. It's like checking your phone even when you know there's no message. Habit, reflex, hope disguised as routine. Every time you replay a memory, you get a small emotional hit, a flicker of what once was. Your brain loves that, so it keeps doing it. You're not crazy. You're just caught in a feedback loop, a mental echo that hasn't found peace yet. The way out isn't to hate her. It's to starve the loop, to stop feeding it with what ifs, and maybe she still thinks of me. Every time you catch yourself drifting into her memory, pull yourself back. Do something. Move. Call a friend. Breathe deeply, because thoughts fade fastest when you stop giving them attention. She's not haunting you. You're just replaying her ghost, and the replay stops when you stop pressing play. You're not supposed to erase her. You're supposed to outgrow her. Listen, you can't erase someone you cared about. That's not healing. That's denial. She was a chapter in your story. Maybe a short one, maybe unfinished, but it mattered, and trying to forget her completely just keeps you stuck in resistance. So instead of trying to delete her, outgrow her, turn her from a memory into a lesson, from a loss into perspective. Because every person who shakes you up that deeply, they don't come to stay. They come to show you what you were ready for, and what you still needed to learn. So when she crosses your mind again, don't push it away. Just say quietly, "Thank you for reminding me of what I deserve," and keep walking. That's what outgrowing looks like. Peaceful, not bitter. Stop making her the standard. Here's what's holding you back. You're still comparing. Every girl you meet, you measure against her. You say, she doesn't have the same energy, or it doesn't feel the same. Of course it doesn't. Because you're comparing reality to a memory you've romanticized. You're not remembering her as she was. You're remembering her as your mind edited her to be. Perfect, effortless, everything you wanted. But no one is that ideal, not even her. So stop treating her memory like the standard. She was one chapter, not the whole book. And the next time you catch yourself comparing, pause. Ask yourself, do I miss her? Or the feeling of not knowing what would happen? Because sometimes you're not missing love, you're missing the thrill. And that thrill isn't love, it's uncertainty wearing perfume. Real love feels quieter, calmer, certain, the kind that doesn't leave you guessing. You'll think of her less, not because she fades, but because you grow. There will still be moments, bro, random ones, when you think of her and feel that familiar ache. You'll wonder if she ever thinks of you. You'll imagine running into her one day. You'll feel that small tug in your chest. That's okay. Don't shame yourself for that, because healing isn't about never thinking of her again. It's about thinking of her and feeling peace instead of pain. One day, you'll realize she crosses your mind and it doesn't ruin your day. You'll smile instead of ache. You'll remember instead of miss. That's when you'll know. You didn't just move on. You grew past her. You took everything she awakened in you and built something stronger, calmer, yours. You're almost there. Hey bro, you've made it this far. You didn't skip the pain. You didn't hide behind distractions. You faced it. You sat with the silence. You wrestled with your own thoughts. And you're still here. That's not weakness. That's strength in its purest form. Quiet, unseen, but real. You know, healing doesn't look like what people make it seem. It's not about deleting pictures or pretending she never mattered. It's about those small choices you make every day, not checking her profile, not overanalyzing that old text, not letting one memory control your mood. Some nights it'll still hit you, that ache, that missing, and that's okay. Missing her doesn't mean you want her back. It just means you cared deeply once, and you're still learning how to let go gently. But every time you choose to stay grounded, every time you let the thought pass without chasing it, you're teaching your mind that peace matters more than the past. You're not falling behind, you're becoming lighter. You're creating space inside yourself for someone new, someone who'll meet you where you are, not where you had to beg to be seen. So breathe. You're almost there. You don't have to rush this. The grip will loosen on its own. One morning, you'll wake up and she won't be the first thought anymore. You will be. And that moment, that quiet realization that you came back home to yourself, that's when you'll know you made it. You really did.